Today we're going to get real dirty. I've got the piano set up here to be tuned in quarter tones. So instead of half steps like you'd normally hear from one key to the next, you're hearing half a half step, which is a quarter step. And so therefore we have a microtonal keyboard here, and the octave is divided, instead of into 12 half steps, is divided into 24 half steps, which means that our octave is going to look like 2 octaves on the piano. There's C and C, and in between you have this. And so my goal is to experiment within this and make some music. Now, a couple things I want to try. First of all, before I really get into it, is the idea of chords moving down quarter steps. So, you know, if I play like a C major shape, like what I'm used to, it sounds like 2.5. So what I want to do is, instead of relying on my usual chord shapes, I have to think about how many quarter steps are going to be in different intervals. So it turns out a major third is looks like a minor sixth. So I've got C in what normally would be A flat, just to get from C to E. And then here's C to E quarter flat. It's a very interesting sound. So we got the major third here. And here's a major chord now. We've got what normally would be C, A flat, D is now C, E, G. Alright, great. So what if I take this major chord and I move it down a quarter step? That's a cool sound. And one more quarter step. Alright, so let's hear that. Well, that's really interesting. Now let's integrate this microtonal keyboard into some production stuff. So I'm just going to make a few cool textures, some cool sounds, and just show you what I got. Alright, I've got some stuff to show you. So this first example is pretty cool. I took those major chords, moving the whole major chord a quarter step up and down at a time. I did that and made a cool shape with it. And so you got a major chord here. And I took that major chord and I moved it up a quarter step, and then down 2 quarter steps, then up 3 quarter steps, and then down 4, and just kept going up and down until I got this cool diamond shape. And then I used that as part of this bigger arrangement that was very focused on making a crazy mayhem rhythmic thingy. So here's what it sounds like. Like a terrible sponge bath. And now the second example, for this one I was focusing on making something that was eerie and beautiful with microtones. And so I've got a vocal part that's sliding up into pitches, and I have a like accordion type thing slowly morphing between chords a quarter step at a time. Let's take a listen. that one kind of reminds me of the music from Dunkirk, the movie. But yeah, the thing that I think works really nicely about that is the way that you've got different forces pulling you through the microtonality. Like, it's not just out of tune, right? It doesn't just sound out of tune. It sounds like it's melting into place. Like, you're moving through the quarter tones instead of the quarter tones just being like there. They're transporting you. They create tension, and then it's released, and then there's more tension, and then release. And so that's a really cool advantage of microtones. There is that built-in tension that our equal temperament ears experience when we hear it. So now this third one, I played with the idea of having something that's very, very locked into equal temperament, which is this keyboard thing. So that's like, all in tune and stuff. And then I put microtonal stuff against it to see how the clash between a very locked arpeggiated chord progression and a microtonal cluster felt. So here's how that sounds. And you can see I took advantage of the fretless guitar here, made it sound pretty nice against the keyboard elements. Yeah. And so now this fourth one, I was thinking, alright, well, it creates kind of a nice atmosphere for a song, so let's see if we can lean into the microtonality in a cool way in a song. Give me all I'll extend your offer. Personally, fled. Personally, fled. Cannot. So I like that one too, because the way I was singing was brittle and weak and like kind of introverted, and I think then having this wavering intonation here in the piano part was kind of like, it was like sighing with pitch, just having the pitch just be like, oh, bummer. And I think that went really well against the vocals. So this has been really inspiring. So I recommend giving it a shot, playing with microtones. If you're not sure how to get microtones onto your keyboard, most samplers like Contact, Omnisphere, I'm using Keyscape. Most samplers that let you put your own samples in will let you adjust the tuning of the individual sample. And so you can look around and through online tutorials and stuff at whatever sampler you have. There's a good chance that there's a way to get some quarter tone tunings to happen. But I hope this was fun for you too. It was a good time. I had a nice day. I hope you had a nice day too. Bye-bye. I just wanted to express my immense gratitude to everyone who's been supporting me on Patreon. I just started the page yesterday, and I've already got 30 people helping me sustain this thing. And we've reached our $100 goal, and so I'm going to be doing a pretty cool thing for that I think everyone will enjoy. And, everyone who's been giving me good been so positive and like supportive and just telling me, I hope it works out for you. It means a lot. I promise not to end every video with a big thank you speech or anything like that, but this is just a special time, special moment. I'll always mention the Patreon because I would be stupid not to, but I wanted to just be like clear that it has been incredible already.